Hi, welcome back to another episode of 5 Minutes with Jesus and Jesse. A lot of times when I am prepping for these episodes, I am just speaking a word that connected with me that week, something that made an impact on me, or maybe I thought of in a different way that I haven't before. But this week was a little different because last night I sat down to kind of write out my draft for this episode. And let me tell you how it turned into, this was a message for me. So I'm just going to preach to myself on here. And if it connects with you also, then I know it's a message that more than just this mama needed to hear. So starting out this year, I had some plans, right? We all have some plans. It's a new year, like we talked about in our previous episode. So within the week in which I recorded the last episode about God making things new every single day, and we don't have to wait for a new year for a new mercy or new grace or a fresh start to happen in our lives. God gives us that every single day. A week ago, I was talking about that, and the new year hit, and what did I do? I made big plans, and some of those plans did not start or go as I thought they should be going. So I got frustrated, I got upset, and I started to feel emotionally drained, physically drained, just running on empty already. And today's the 5th. It is day 5 of the year. This episode's gonna publish on the 7th. It's day 7 of the year. And I was already feeling that pressure. And I had to think back. It's just another week. It's just another day. Just because of the calendar rolled over to another year does not mean that I need to set this pressure on myself to do something different. God gives us that every single day. That was the whole last episode. So this week, I was reading my devotional and it said, "Are you feeling emotionally drained or worn out?" And I'm like, yes. And it said, "Come to him and he will give you rest." So it's at Matthew 11, verse 28. Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." And I've heard this verse before, as you probably have as well. And I've always thought of it as the noun rest, a period of time. I need a rest. So when I would think about rest, like on the 7th day, God rested, and we need a rest. We need to just have a period of time where we're not doing anything. I always thought of it as this period of time. Like, okay, I'm going to schedule on my day 30 minutes for rest. And that was what always made sense to me. Like, yes, God says take a rest. I'm going to take a rest. I'm going to go chill on the couch. I'm going to go do whatever I think qualifies as resting, because God told us to do that, right? And I was researching for this message and I was looking up the definition of rest. And so, like I said, I was using the noun, a period of time. What I wasn't doing was looking at the verb, the action of resting. When God says, "Come to me and I will give you rest," he's not saying, use my word and schedule yourself an hour of downtime. That is not what he's saying. He is saying, "Come to me and I will give you rest." All that pressure you're feeling, all those burdens you've put on yourself, all that stress, that worry, that anxiety, come to him, give it to him, and then he will give you rest. The kind of rest that he is talking about is like a soul rest, a refresh, a renewal, a recover. All of those things that take that burden off of you and place it on him and allow you to just be at rest, be at ease. So, like I said, I've always thought of this as, I'm just going to schedule myself a rest. That sounds like a great idea. That is not what God is asking us to do. He's asking us to give him our burdens, and he will make our load lighter. So when he says, "Come to me, all you who are burdened, and I will give you rest," the rest of that says, "Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I'm humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear and the burden I give you is light. He's not saying schedule yourself 30 minutes, Jesse, in your really busy day to go sit on the couch. He's saying, come to me every moment, every hour, every morning, every night with all of those cares that are on your heart, all those burdens and pressure that you've placed on yourself, and give it to me. I will take your burden. I will give you my yoke, which is easy to bear. That is the rest he's talking about. So friends, if you were like me and you started out this year already with these big expectations and some things have already slipped, maybe you skipped a day on your workout already or messed up that diet or whatever the thing is, stop putting this pressure on yourself. God is not putting that pressure on you. Every single morning, he gives us mercy. He gives us grace. So if you fell off the wagon today, that is fine. Tomorrow is a new day and a fresh start because we live for Christ and we don't live by January 1 of every single year. He is going to give your soul a rest, not a 30-minute chillax, a rest for your soul. That is how we start having these fruits of the Spirit that are patience and kindness and goodness. We can't have those when we have these burdens placed on us and our fruit are then becoming stress and worry and anxiety. So come to him, all of you who are weary, and he will give you rest. Rest for your soul, not rest on the couch. So friends, this was me preaching to me, like I said, but I hope it helps you as well.